Turning 30D. We're at that stage of our lives.
Yeah, it might be your last ever uncut, guys, because I don't know if I can go on.
Yeah, what did you say to me yesterday when we were planning this? You go, what if I just turned 30? I just decided that's it. I'll just deck myself.
Might join the junkies or go or one step
That's
further.
what he said. He goes, I might just end it. It's been a good run. 30 of the best.
This is all fiction, guys, of course.
What's your thoughts on the big 3-0? Like, because I'm scared of it. You're not.
No, I was really scared of it. But I think, you know what's eased me? Because you exaggerate everything, which might be coming up a little bit later in this segment, is because you've been calling yourself 30 for about 3 years now. I remember when we were living together in Hawthorne one night.
Long ago.
Dosh cracked the sads. He was 27, and he was whinging about somebody. I won't say who. And he said, you know, I'm almost 30 for fuck's sake. I thought, geez, Dosh, you give yourself a few years.
Why did I do that? I wish I just.
But you know, for the whole last year, whenever guests go, how old are you guys? Dosh goes 30. I'm like, Dosh, we're months away. We're 9 months, 8 months. So it's kind of actually softened the blow a little bit. But everybody I'm hearing about, I'm depressed, but I'm not that worried.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I've had a couple of, not freaky outs, but I've just been really upset about it. I'm just like, where'd that time go?
Yeah.
Just disappointed at the time.
I just like saying 20 something.
Me too. Between 25 and, or maybe, between 24 to 25 and 30, it's gone quick for me. Yeah, really quick. Yeah. Has it not for you?
Well, think about the whole...
We've done a lot.
We've done the show in that time.
Yeah,
we started when we were 25. So...
I wish we started the show earlier.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Like, imagine starting it at 21.
Well, I feel like now we're going to lose the young card we can play.
Yeah, we're not young.
But we still look young.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks we're always mid-20s.
Not with this hat.
Not with that hat. You have purposely aged yourself by an alarming 20 or 30 years. Not just, that's not 29 to 30. That's 29 going on about 75. But I admire it anyway.
I actually put this on this morning because I've not worn it in a long time. How would you describe this hat? What would you say this hat is?
It's a golfer's cap.
It's not. What is it?
It's when you watch
Peaky Blinders. Is that what you said? Peaky Blinders.
It's kind of reminds me.
It's a granddad hat.
Yeah, it reminds me of old English.
It's a special.
Yeah, it is. What are we doing in this segment though? We're lightening the mood.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're going to try to.
Yeah. This is going to get a bit truthful, isn't it?
Well, when thinking about this, I haven't said it to you when we're planning it. What we're going to be doing is 5 things I need to stop doing now that I've hit 30 and 5 things you need to stop doing now that you hit 30. It's basically saying to each other, look, grow up.
Yeah, we're telling each other to grow up.
Grow up because, you know, we're men now. Yeah. We're not children. And it's time. You know what? I've had enough. It's time for you to be an adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. So
but yesterday when we were planning this, I said, I don't want this to just be. I said we need to be careful here.
Yeah,
we can't just. It can't just be a bitch sesh. It can't just be, you know, picking out everyone's flaws. There needs to be a bit of. Needs to be realistic.
Yep.
So I'm sorry if a few of these are.
You think, and you did say you think I might get a bit defensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Well, let's hear. Go on. You go me first. I'll take it.
Am I just going all of you first?
Yeah. Just hit me.
Okay.
Hit me. Why do I need to grow up?
So the 5 things D needs to stop doing now that he's over the hill.
We'll be over the hill.
No more stealing lollies from the self-serve nuts and lolly section at Coles. So if everyone knows that little section where to help yourself, you shovel it, put it into a bag, weigh it on the scale, put the sticker on, pay for it as you go. Living with this man every time, and we went to Coles a lot because we would go for a late night little snack, a late night protein bar, or for me a natural confectionery bag of lollies. Basically, D would just put himself. We'd walk past
skip dinner basically.
Yeah, and he would just go and he would pick out, grab a lolly. What did the Coke bottles you used to love?
Oh, and the eggs.
The little eggs, the little lolly eggs.
Yeah. Oh, it's making my mouth water.
This is 5 years ago. He still does it. So
when was the last time you saw me do it?
We went to Coles at Elstonwick. Or Woolies at Elstonwick.
Did I do it?
Yes.
Yeah, I do it around you.
Yeah.
Well,
I love it. No, you also did it with Jive and we came down to Coles.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I actually did it 3 days ago with another
On your own?
No, I was with a couple of boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's time to stop that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I mean...
I'm not going to stop it, but...
You're on a great wicket here with dos&d.
Yeah.
I mean, you can afford it.
Yeah. You know what I do? I do pay from the nuts most of the time, but I don't put in the correct...
And tell you what's weird is like you're so like anti-sugar too. So it's
I'm not that
maybe it's like your little treat.
Yeah.
You let yourself have one because you steal it.
Because you're allowed to because it's And And fair enough. That's actually a fair point. I'll take that on
I get
board.
it. It's an adrenaline rush.
I still think I'm probably 5 years of going out of that habit. So maybe come back to me when I'm 35 and we'll see.
Jeez, that's scary saying that
Actually, I should add a new one to my thing about chicken nuggets to you. But anyway, we'll leave that.
So, well, that was one time.
Yeah, that was a one-off.
And you were egging me on to do that.
Yeah.
So the next one I've got, D needs to stop doing now that he's hit 30. You need to start cooking yourself some good meals.
I knew that was coming.
You need to start cooking yourself some good meals.
Yep.
And there's no excuses because there's access everywhere. I mean, you've got your own personal chef. If you wanted to give him a call, Adrian Richardson, and say, Adrian,
True.
What do I make?
He actually told us exactly 4 meals we should cook. Yep. Fair enough.
I don't want to see. I don't.
You don't like the microwave meals, do you?
Well, I don't like those, but I also think, especially now that you're single, it's good to
branch out,
and cook a bit more. Invite some of us over one night and cook up a feast for us.
Cook for you guys.
Well, your housemate is a great cook.
She is.
And no more wheat bix for dinner. None of that. Do you still do that?
Yep.
Yeah. See, that's
no. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
No, more than I should. Fair enough.
Not anymore.
I can't argue. Fair enough. Thank you. Appreciate that. Good feedback so far.
The third thing D needs to stop doing now that he's 30. This is the one I think you might.
Go on.
I think the Bondi Sands has had its moment in the sun.
No chance. No chance. It's not going anywhere.
I know that's going to be your reaction, but I don't know why. I just thought
it's time to go pale.
No, but just get it naturally.
Yeah, not going to stop.
You're not going to stop?
No, I like it.
The fake tan's just going to keep rolling?
Do you like it, Bryce? He hesitated. That's all right. He hesitated. Okay.
I've got 2 more.
Yep, hit me.
So I've gone for 6. But this one I've got.
That's only 3.
Huh?
You've only given me 3.
1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So the next one I've got is what?
I don't know. I thought those 3 were coming, but from now on it's a blank slate. I don't know what's next now. I'm a bit worried.
This is just a habit that, and I don't know why. And
I know where this is going.
No, I don't think you do. This frustrates me. This frustrates me, but I also respect it because I know how much you respect your time and you don't want to get distracted and things like that. But I think you need to take your phone off Do Not Disturb mode all the time.
Yeah, I've been given that feedback a lot lately.
Because every time I go to text you, it says Do Not Disturb, and it's like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. on a work day, and I'm trying to, and I like to know if I can get in contact.
You can contact me anytime.
And I'll call you, and then you might not answer straight away because it's on Do Not Disturb.
You need to call twice.
Yeah, but see, that's...
I know, I understand that's annoying.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why? It's
why?
Because doing what we do, and the immense popularity we have, it's...
the listeners aren't calling you.
No, but it's Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, but you know what you can do, which I've done, is I've just turned off notifications on Instagram.
Yeah, true.
And turn them off TikTok.
But do you miss DMs and stuff?
Well, no, they won't come up, but just say to yourself, I'll check it 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And you can see the DMs then.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's honest. And that feedback was given to me in a much more brutal sense by a good friend, Jai Richardson, a few days ago.
Really?
Yeah. He I'm not going to beat this. He said, and when are you going to get your D&D turned off?
That's what I wrote, D&D.
You can't.
Oh,
that's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah. Crossed out.
I'm glad you've
I acknowledge that.
Acknowledged it.
I acknowledge it.
And then my last one, this is coming from a business partner to business partner, friend to friend.
Uh-oh.
No, this is, you work too bloody hard.
No.
So,
okay, sorry.
I've just written, D, now that he's hit 30, he needs to be mindful of his work-life balance.
Yep.
No more overworking. He needs to have some more fun in his life. That's what I've written down.
Fair enough.
Just when I heard you say you did 3 hours of editing on Christmas Day, I thought, D.
But I know you enjoy it.
I know you enjoy it.
Yeah. But I can't. Do you know what my problem is? I can't enjoy things if I know there's things to be done. I can't enjoy anything else until I know it's done.
But that's life. Like, there's always something that needs to be done. Like forever.
Yeah.
You're never going to be shit, I've got nothing to do today. You make time for Christmas Day. I'll do it Boxing Day.
No, fair enough. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So it was a bit of a mixture.
That was a mixture. That was good.
All right, now bring it on.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, God. I know a couple.
Do you know anything that's coming your way?
No, I'll leave it as a surprise.
I'm going to kick off with the thing that needs to probably, I think, the age now.
Yeah. Okay.
The age, the fact that you're 30 or about to turn 30, this definitely needs to stop now.
And
I've been telling you for a few years. The nuffiness in you, the Western Bulldogs nuffiness. Now, mate. Now, I've got
I love it.
I've got a few notes. It's okay. You're allowed to love your team. You're allowed to support. I'm happy for you to call us we. I'm happy for you to get upset. What needs to stop? There's no more commenting on forums. There's no more commenting on pages after losses. There's no more giving your opinions on teams selections or on coach selections.
Don't do that.
Let the footy department do that. You've got a role at Hastings Football Club.
Yeah.
Do it there. That's your role. That's what you're paid to do there.
Yeah.
Western Bulldogs, work your way up to that status, but you're not there yet, mate.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm sorry, but let's just cool the Bulldogs a bit. It's out of your control.
I just love it.
It's out of your control. We could throw in.
I'll throw you a little story. So the Bulldogs played in the final against Hawthorn last year.
Yeah.
And me and Garney and we don't go to I go to the footy with my mates.
Yeah.
Because it was a big final. There was nearly 100,000 there.
Yeah.
We went with another couple, my mate Rob and his wife Liv. Me and Rob are mad Bulldogs fans. So we're sitting next to each other and the girlfriends are on the outside of us.
Yeah.
And, the Bulldogs got thumped. The Hawks just smashed them. And I was, it's out of your control. You can't do anything. And I remember walking out there and I looked at Gunny. Going back a step. Before we walked in, we walked from the tram and I just said, you know what, Dale, I'm going to take a breath and I'm just going to say whatever the result is, it's not going to affect me.
That's beautiful.
It's not going to affect me. And that you're going to think this is cringe. I saw a young kid wearing a Hawks jumper just having the best night of his life. I said, you know what? If they win, he's going to be happy.
Yeah.
But after it, I almost wanted to cry. I was so angry.
The other thing is, even if they do the ultimate, this is what I always think. If they win the premiership, all right, 3 or 4 days later, even celebrate, like over celebrate. Good on you. I agree. People should go do it. I need to just calm myself down and not get upset about these sort of things now that I'm 32. But
not 32, you're 30 as well.
Turning 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that brings me up to my next point.
Okay, here we go.
They both lean into each other. All right, let's go with that. So, all right, this is just a simple little bit of feedback. Helps in the work life too. Apostrophes. This is just a tidbit, but I just don't understand where you learnt your use or lack of sometimes. I just find apostrophes in weird areas.
Really?
TikToks, they just never...
on the copy.
It just never makes sense grammatically. And now I'll put my hand up. I make spelling errors. I make grammatical errors all the time. But I can see it and I go, oh, D, I've made an error. I've made a mistake.
Do you have an example? It's okay if you don't.
If a word ends with S, the apostrophe goes after the S.
Really?
Yeah, so if it's...
I wouldn't have done that many times.
The doggies... I can't.
I reckon that's an error, a spelling error.
No, but the other one is the other one that you don't do is you don't put an apostrophe when you're referring to somebody. So if you say Dee's story about, there's no apostrophe, so it doesn't actually grammatically.
I'll take it on.
That's okay. It's just a little one.
Yeah,
the next one, and you kind of said, so how many people did you say were at the footy that night? 100,000.
Yeah.
How many were actually statistically?
I think 97.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah,
but. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I'll admit this is probably nearly my worst.
The exaggeration. Now, there's a couple of examples. Exaggerating typically comes with, again, he's called himself 30 for 3 years. No point. We've given numerous examples. We've done 3 interviews today. We've actually only done 2.
Winning money at the casino.
Winning at the casino. The other one that really grinds my gears is I'm 5 minutes away when he's 15 away. Why? Just tell me the truth. Yeah. Just tell me the truth. It's not going to, So let's just reel that in a little bit now that the exaggerating needs to stop.
I exaggerate a lot.
You don't need to exaggerate.
Even I've exaggerated with stuff about the show to other people.
Everything and mate, everything. The truth is actually very pleasant. We don't. I know. We back in the day we did have to exaggerate, because there was nobody listening. Now we can just tell the truth. Yeah. And everything's kosher.
Fair play. You know what? I want to be better at that.
2 to go. Second last one. Got to stop losing things. Must stop losing things. This just has to. I'm actually worried about your next. I'm worried about your next phase of life here. In your 20s, I'm in my 20s. I can, I lose things, but we can't be losing computers. Losing data, we can't be losing wallet. We can't be losing phone. We can't be losing car keys. Really important things. But what I'm really worried about is losing other people's stuff. So losing your girlfriend's credit card. Can't be doing that anymore. There has to be a little bit of responsibility. Yeah. losing her car in a tow-away zone. We can't be doing that anymore either. That just needs to. We just need to reel that in a little bit.
Even Bryce. So Bryce has pointed. So
yeah.
Actually, no. I'll go back a spot.
Is that the
the lights?
Don't say that.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
But no.
So anyway, that's the other thing. So just recapping the 4 before we go to the last one: the dog's nuffy, the exaggeration, learning how to use apostrophes / grammar, and got to stop losing things. The final thing, I don't know how detailed I can go. Probably can't go too detailed.
I know what you're gonna do here.
I'm just gonna say 2 words: FIFA fun.
What'd you say?
FIFA fun. Is that what you thought I was gonna say?
No, not that. No. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be around.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
That's an inside joke for our friendship group. I don't think I need to elaborate too much for your own personal image and brand, but you know exactly what I'm referring to. That needs to stop now. That really needs to stop. You're going into you're way past adulthood. You're 16, 17. Yeah, that's fine.
That's when it started.
Now, if you go back, if you really want to find out what we're talking about, there's an episode probably 120 episodes ago where we talked about FIFA fun, and you can find out exactly what we're referring to there. You might need to do some research. But Dos,
yeah,
it's time to stop?
Yeah.
Will you stop?
Should we stop?
Probably not.
I should try.
Yeah. Anyway,
no, I've got an app that's going to help me do it. So.
Yeah, lovely. So anyway, is that all fair? Do you think?
I think that's all fair.
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything for your birthday? Actually, your 30th?
No.
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 Why not?
Because I don't celebrate my birthday.
Well, I might. We can have a joint. We should have a joint one.
I won't be doing that. You've got your 30th, which is great. We'll
you going to come?
Well, obviously,
have a few drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Depending on the
Price will be there.
Price will be there. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to yours, but I just don't. Yeah, I'm just. Okay. I was thinking about going overseas, but I'm just not going to be able to do it. So